Hey guys, it's Alex. Today I'm taking a drive down to Miami, Florida, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away from where I live. And the reason I'm going down there is because I'm buying a car. And I know a lot of you guys are like, Alex, you told us never to buy a car south of Del Rey. Well, you'll see why I'm buying this car. So I don't know if this happens to you guys, but sometimes the best deals pop up when you can least afford them. You're like, oh, this car is this much money, you know, and you're like, oh my God, if only that person would have gotten a hold of me last week, if only that blah, blah, blah. So I was talking to a guy about a car that I had mentioned on the live stream a long time ago. And he's like, you know what? I know a guy that is not actively selling this car. He just has it in his collection, and he has a very nice collection. And it's like probably the car that he cares the least about in the collection. And I thought, okay, well, what is it? And he's like, well, it's a car you've wanted to scratch an itch. Like, you've talked about this car in the past, and I had noticed, and it just popped up in my head when we were talking about something, and I think you'd be interested in it. So I drove down last week and I took a whole bunch of video of his collection. We struck a deal, but I deleted all of the stupid video by mistake when I was editing ZR1 stuff, and I'm like, so today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down there, try to take some video of his collection, nothing crazy, and I'll show you the car that I bought that I've been talking about getting on the channel for a long time, and it'll definitely scratch an itch, like he said. So let's get down to Miami, check out the car. All right, so this gentleman obviously, you know, has a pretty insane collection, and you know, he had a car here that I wanted, and happy to say, guys, here it is. Yep, I bought an STO. Absolutely, my car. Can't believe it. Dream come true. No, come on, stop it. You know better. You know Alex can't swing that shit with my 1.1. Imagine if I had this in my 1.1 with 5 garages. I'd have to have 6 garages, and then what? Okay, so obviously he has a really nice collection. So out of all the cars here, he did have one that I was interested in. Just want to show you what's going on. This Costco sized thing, but here it is. Oh, come on, and Carlito, it wasn't even turned on. There you go, guys. I got myself a 1993 Cobra. Got some mods, got some stuff going on, got a bunch of goodies, but I'm not gonna really go through that here. He has a lot of stuff going on, and I wanna get out of his hair as soon as possible. So let's get it strapped up, let's get it home, and we'll talk about it. You can barely get into the side. Oh, you've been talking. Dude, that man, such a beautiful Cobra with the wrong. I started thinking about buying a trailer. I said, well, hold on. He said, why are you gonna buy a trailer? You got mine. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to bother you. He said, no. So I'm one of these guys that I don't feel like I own it until it's home. Like the moment it's home and I'm there and it's off the trailer, I can go. So an hour and a half, Miami traffic. Hopefully everything goes well, and we'll go through the car. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised how clean this car is, and what the plans are for the channel in this car. Alrighty, home safe and sound. That's kind of when I go, okay, I own it now because it's home. So here it is. It's a 1993 Cobra, a car that I, growing up, really, as you can see, it has a spare. And believe it or not, someone told me this thing is like correct for the vehicle, because I guess they had like an aluminum spare. I don't know. But apparently one of the tires had a slow leak or something. But this is a 1993 Cobra. A driver, meaning it's not perfect. I'm okay driving it around. I'm not afraid to drive it around, but let's get a better look at it once we offload it, get some sounds, sights, the whole 9 yards, and then we'll go through the interior, the modifications, and the future plans for the Cobra on the channel. Give you a walk around right next to Donnie, because Donnie's the next on the chopping block. Donnie has fulfilled its purpose for the channel. So Donnie, although a wonderful car, it can go, you know, because I think I want to grab a bit of a different audience with this car, and I want to see if number one, it's Fox body stuff. So if you don't like Fox body stuff, I don't know what's wrong with you. I want to grab, you know, some Fox body audience. I think I have the S197 stuff covered. So I have plenty of S197s. But to have an opportunity to buy a Fox body, and not just a Fox body, a 1993 Cobra, last year of this body style, I don't want to say it's one of the most sought after, but I mean, it's not a GT. You know, the moment you know it's a Cobra, you're like, okay, that's kind of gives it a little bit of allure. Supposedly these things came with better heads, better intake. Not sure about the gear ratio or anything like that. Factory 17-inch wheels, and yeah, an aluminum spare apparently. So this car, supposedly, if you run the VIN number and stuff, it came with a gray interior. Someone at one point switched it over to a black interior, but I think they did a pretty good job. Even though it's not perfect, it's, again, I can drive this without getting all mad that if, you know, it gets nicked and scratched, because even though the paint is, I want to say, a 8 out of 10, you know, I don't think I want to drive a car that has a 10 out of 10 paint. Now, the other thing that it does have that's aftermarket are the gauges. So we'll have to, we don't have to do anything. Let's be honest, we don't have to do anything, but it's probably a good idea to bring it back to what period correct would be. That too, but I like that. I like the fact that it has an OEM factory radio. I actually really love that. Factory airbag, everything works, no check engine lights are popping. I think you're able to open the hatch here. Yep, there we go. Or is that the gas cap? Trunk. So where's the gas cap? I don't think it has a gas cap situation. Does the key have to be forward? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't latch, or maybe it doesn't unlatch. Who knows? There it is. Wow, it's actually electric. It's not ka-dunk, some dumb shit, you know, like some crazy sounding actuator. And it does have the LMR ashtray delete, and it does have a functioning parking brake, which is crazy because these usually end up in the back seat somewhere. If you're around Fox bodies enough, you know that something's going on with this shifter. That's first gear. So I think it's a Hurst shifter where they ended up putting the stick on the right side of the shifter base as opposed to the left side of the shifter base, because the way, you know, that's first, third, fifth. It's just kind of like too far over. You know, first usually is a little closer. So I suspect that shifter handle is installed on the right side of the base, but once we start working on it, we'll check it out. But for now, we're just showing you the car. Oh, I thought it opened. It did little thing, but maybe it closed up again. Who knows? And yes, it stays up. So this is the factory Cobra wheel that apparently has either a hole in it or something. Dude, if it's just a matter of like a nail, I'll fucking booger that up. I don't care, unless it's that. If it's sidewall, I can't do anything about that. These tires are old, buddy. He gave me new tires. Well, new old tires, but I'll put some air in it and see where it's leaking from. Us Puerto Ricans drive until the bitch is bald, so we really don't give a fuck about dry rock because I'm not racing anybody. I mean, this was a nice surprise because I didn't notice this when I went to look at it. Functioning. I'd like to listen to the radio to see what's going on there, but that works. And it has a whole bunch of OEM parts. He does have aftermarket caster camber plates. Oh look, he must have replaced the throw-up, I don't know, the input shaft bearing. Interesting. The retainer, not sure what that is. Stock caster camber stuff. Oh, adjustable clutch quadrant. Looks like you never put it in. I don't know what brand it is. Doesn't say. TPS sensor, we all know those problems. And this is the stock OEM shifter. Is this like aftermarket? Because it's way too clean. I can't imagine this is OEM like stock. This looks, if this is stock, that's like the prettiest one I've ever seen. And yes, there's a whole bunch of goodies out there we're gonna go over. Well, let's take a look at the motor, see what's going on. Oh, don't hit Donnie. Fucking wind takes it and makes more dents. Now the scariest thing about this car is it does not have a latch. That's right. Listen to that guy go. Ugh. The fuck kind of exhaust is that? So the scariest thing driving down here was like, oh my God, is the hood gonna fly up and smash the cowl? But luckily, it's all good. So it looks like the gentleman who owned this car, okay, I'll give you the backstory on the car. Supposedly some guy from Louisiana was selling this car to a guy in Miami. The guy in Miami is not a Mustang guy. He does not care. But once he saw the pictures, he was like, hey, this is a pretty nice looking car. Maybe I'll just buy it, because to him it was worth it. I guess the guy was hard up for money, whatever. And he ended up selling it to the guy in Miami. It sat in his garage for 2 years and only a couple of people knew about it. And one of my friends, Kiko, who you see him in the chat sometimes, was like, hey, you know, there's a car down here that does not get advertised, and I think it'll scratch that perfect itch that you're looking for. And damn, was he right on the money. Now, not a big fan of any of this stuff, but if it ain't hurting it, you know, what the fuck. But I'm not a big fan of BBK stuff. I'd rather have period correct modifications like a CNL, Anderson power pipe, you know, whatever. Not the power pipe, I think that's for boosted stuff. But, you know, I want to revise this. This has to get painted green. I'm sorry, green gray. It has to go back to the OEM colors, and the valve covers have to go back to the OEM colors, which I think were gray. So again, this car is going to get mostly aesthetic stuff done to it. I'm not looking to put crazy stuff in it, but in some future, you and I both know a honkin' S trim has to end up on this car. It already has a lumpy cam. We'll let you listen to it. Let me see if the neutral safety switch works. Let me get the e-brake. Oh, let me see. See if this thing starts to switch forward. Oh, very nice. This is like a Survivor that was modded. Oh yeah, it's not an S197. T5 life. Oh, listen to that. What cam is this? Oh, fuck.
know, what I like about the Cobras is that it has the LX tips with the Cobra side skirt, or the rear bumper cover. Supposedly this is a big deal. For those of you that know, comment in the chat why this is a big deal. Also, or in the comments, comment in the comments, why is this a big deal? Apparently I was made aware that this is a big deal. Who knows? So yeah, that sounds killer. It probably needs a tune because it smells rich, but it probably has an off-road X or H. AC works. Guys, the AC works. That blew me away. Yo, crazy. Now, of course, the heater core is eventually going to go, and I'm going to go through a nightmare pulling this off. But I'm telling you, a working AC Fox body with a cam in a 93 Cobra, bro, it's literally an S trim, a couple of doodads away from just being a perfect cruiser. And that's the main reason I got this car. A bunch of documentation. He loves saving all the Ford SVT stuff. What is this? Cobra trim, lightning, da 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 da. More shit, more shit, more shit. So I'll put that somewhere, but I don't. Whoa, this AC's cold. I don't put a big value on documentation, but somebody in the future might. So there you go. Let's not die of carbon monoxide poisoning, because my goodness, it'd be interesting to look at the tune. Yes, I'm a tuner, aka file sharer, but it'll be interesting to see what's going on air fuel wise and see if we can tweak it with old school tuning stuff. And I got the perfect guy for that, which is John Sr. It has that cardboard. Oh, look at that. Does it have the factory? Dude, that's so funny. It has everything. This car's kind of crazy. So yeah, pretty cool that I had the opportunity to buy this car. So let's get it in the garage. Yes, I'm gonna have to clean up the tool crib, but I got room. This car's a lot smaller than the S197s. Yes, sir. That's the nice thing about Fox bodies. Is they're huge, small. But Alex, this is just a scratch begging to happen, but we have room. Like a glove, like a glove. I had the room. It's all good. So as you can see, I have my plate is full, but I'm happy to do so because it keeps me motivated. I can walk and chew gum at the same time, and I can absolutely get, you know, projects for different niches done pretty quickly. So the Cobra will more than likely get a bit of a visual makeover, maybe a set of wheels, but for now, let's just get the wheels and tires mounted, get it registered, drive it a little bit, get you driving impressions, nothing like performance metrics, but I'm telling you, this is basically a time machine. If you listen to the live streams that I talk about buying a time machine, this is it. This is basically harkening back to the days of me being a young teenager, early 20s, where these cars were like the shit. And I'm happy to get my hands on one of them, and it just reminds me of that era. This thing is just an engineering exercise, a brain exercise. So the next step for this guy is a fuel system, temporary fuel system, because I'm waiting for a pulse width modulation controller coming from China. This guy, we got to get wide open throttle pulls in because I put a green belt on it, and if the green belt doesn't hold, then I'm lowering the boost to like 17 and see if I get like a 200 shot on the thing, because it doesn't like to make more than 21 pounds of boost on 6 rib, and I'm not looking to make it 8 rib or 10 rib. And Collier will definitely be hitting the track once the weather gets a little better. But you and I both know Donnie has to go. That's right, good old Donnie has to go sooner than later, and it is a wonderful car. So the next couple of weeks, or maybe a month or so from now, I'm gonna get a new fender liner for it, the new windshield trim so it stops leaking into the cabin, fix up the little scratch that's in the hood, and get it gone for 19,000 bucks. It has a good converter, great rear suspension, drives pretty stock. I didn't want to go crazy with it. Fresh transmission, tuning, E85 flex, and pump gas, and it's an 11.7 car as it sits. So that guy's got to go. That'll be it for now. Be on the lookout for updates on the Cobra, the ZR1, the GT500, Collier 1 racing season comes. And if somebody wants to buy Donnie, hit me up at ydbtforlife@gmail.com. 19,000 bucks, takes it, get it out of my life, and then we'll just concentrate on these guys. Thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for the support. We'll talk to you later.